Hi guys, Crazy Teacher Nick here again with another device, delayed thesis. Okay, this one is really interesting, very similar to the ideas we were talking earlier when in a previous video about cyclical structure or circular argument. This is almost an extension of it. So delayed thesis means you don't state your argument, your viewpoint immediately. So you kind of build up to the idea. So first you're going to explore ideas, evidence, or anecdotes, and then you start to reveal your stance near the end. It's a very sophisticated way of writing because it kind of mimics real thought and reasoning, weighing up, and then kind of bringing your text to some conclusion. Okay, so how to use delayed thesis in your paper 2 writing? Well, it's going to work best in your discursive or your persuasive writing. So instead of starting your text with "I believe whatever is wrong," you take the reader on this really thoughtful journey through your text before reaching your conclusion. So here's a good example. Okay. We all know kind of the topic, should homework be banned? So you might have that opening that is quite neutral, okay, which is quite balanced. And then in the middle, you might have a comparative idea or a discursive idea against it. And then later on in your thesis, so later on towards the end of your thesis, or you're writing your discursive or persuasive text rather, this is where you start presenting your point of view or your side. Okay, so you start out with that. For years, homework has been considered a pillar of education, a symbol of discipline, responsibility, and commitment. And then with your discussion points, you come to this idea. Okay, perhaps it's not homework itself that is the problem, but the way it's used. So you see how you've developed the idea. Okay, you've taken it to the next level. So this shows, okay, that you've got this balanced reasoning after. Okay, so your main argument comes after your balanced reasoning, and that is delayed thesis. Here's another example, and this one's probably going to make it a little bit easier or more clear. So it might be an article that you're writing. So you might start with a discussion on, we live in an age where almost anything can be delivered to our door in hours: food, clothes, convenience itself. In the middle, but speed has made us impatient. We're no longer waiting or working for something slowly. And then the final paragraph, this is where your delayed thesis comes in. Okay, perhaps the real luxury of the modern world isn't convenience at all, it's patience. So you can see how patience is the new luxury. That is the real message, which you withheld until the end, making your text end in this really strong and powerful way. Why is this good for you? Well, it impresses examiners. It shows that you can structure your ideas with sophistication and control. It's not just stating an opinion and repeating it. It reads as balanced and nuanced and thoughtful. And that's going to get you into that top band 1. Okay, this has been a Shorts with Crazy Teacher Nick. Rock on.